Hey world, welcome back to Keith's Universe. So today's topic is something that has been foaming from the mouths of enraged conservatives for quite a while now. I believe this was a hot topic for Ben Shapiro for quite a bit, and now it's been playing on the mind of J.D. Vance. This is the very notion of couples, or simply just women, deciding, making the conscious choice not to have children. Nothing is more apparent of your complete control freak tendencies when you express such anger towards those who are basically making a personal choice regarding their own lives. Let's take Ben Shapiro, for example.
Chelsea Handler is angry that people were making fun of her for a really bad comedy video that she dropped on Valentine's Day. It was a comedy video in which she explained how wonderful it was to be a single alcoholic woman who smokes a lot of pot. And she talked about how it was great to be childless. She was the happiest person who was childless, she said, through her very obvious tears. Whether she chooses to have kids or not, frankly, I don't care. What I do care about is that society actually should favor the choice to have kids over the choice not to have kids. It's very important that people have kids. It makes them better people, obviously. I mean, I don't think Chelsea Handler is anybody's idea of a saint. But beyond the individual fulfillment that comes from having children, a society that is not built around the future generation is a selfish and stupid society.
So he claims he doesn't care that Chelsea Handler is free to make choices regarding her own life. But anyone with half a brain cell can read between the lines. It is so obvious that this is getting way under his skin. I mean, he is so visibly irate about this. Oh, and his comment of, having kids makes you a better person. Oh, please, if you need a child in order to make you a good person, then you definitely should not be having kids. I mean, the typical misogynistic subtext is all there. And of course he insults Chelsea by calling her a drunk or a wino, amongst other things. Which is not only sexist, but it's so spiteful and childish to be lashing out like this. All because women like Chelsea and so many others will not and refuse to bow down before the narrow-minded demands of Ben Shapiro and so many other conservatives. I mean, the weird thing about these conservatives is they get all hot and bothered about women choosing not to have children. But at the same time, they are also anti-choice. It seems to me, if they're so anti-abortion, the logical thing to do would be to support women who want to make conscious choices for their lives that would evidently prevent pregnancy. And thus prevent the situation of an abortion ever being an issue in the first place. And it just goes to show that the conservative position on abortion really isn't about being pro-life. It's never been about being pro-life. It really and truly is an anti-choice position. They do not want women being able to make choices in regards to their own bodies in any aspect, be it terminating an early pregnancy or preventing a pregnancy from occurring in the first place. It makes no logical sense, and it's just really a very outdated and archaic position to be holding at all. And then of course we have J.D. Vance, who seems to love calling Kamala Harris a childless cat lady. Again, so petty, so childish. So let's have a listen to what Vance said in his interview with Tucker Carlson on Fox News.
Is that we're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies. You look at Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, AOC, the entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children.
So firstly, while I'm certainly not a liberal and certainly not on Team Democrat, but even as a socialist, I certainly have my problems with conservatives and their very weird-ass, disturbing views. Okay, first of all, Kamala Harris isn't even childless. She happens to have 2 stepchildren. And Pete Buttigieg, for the record, has adopted twins. So what is Vance trying to say here? It only counts if these children are your own flesh and blood? Is he trying to say that step-parents and adoptive parents aren't real parents? Is that the position we're trying to hold here? Because that's a pretty screwed up take, if you ask me. Or is it because Pete Buttigieg is gay? Now, homophobia coming from Vance, it would not surprise me in the least. But let me just say, same-sex parents are valid. And even if these people didn't have children, why does that matter? That doesn't have any relation to their ability to perform as leaders and politicians in government. Mind you, I do have my own issues when it comes to pro-capitalist leaders in any government, but that doesn't make it right to be assuming a person's ability to perform a job, even a job like being part of the government, solely based on them not having children or not having children in the traditional way. I mean, it's such a strange critique to have. Maybe these conservatives should spend a lot less time judging the personal lives of politicians and actually look at their policies. It might be a little bit more productive to do that, don't you think? Conservatives and this obsession with people who do not want to have children is just so weird. Guys, seriously, stop trying to control people. It's weird, it's creepy, and just irresponsible. Why would you want to force people who don't want to have children to raise children? You are basically endorsing and supporting the ideology of children growing up in toxic and unhappy environments. And why are they trying to invalidate those who have perhaps adopted children or foster children as not real parents? Maybe clean up your own home before judging others. Because this entire attitude is rooted in deep misogyny. It is essentially trying to deduce women as nothing more than baby-making machines, which is about as sexist as one can get. Anyway, that's my take on this topic, everyone. Feel free to share me your thoughts down below in the comment down below. Or if you wish to send me a video response, hit me up on Reddit, reddit.com/r/nerdykeith, and you can post your link to a video response responding to this video. Until next time, everyone, bye world. Thanks again for watching and supporting this channel, everyone. Click subscribe to see more, and maybe check out my main channel, Nerdy Keith, for more videos. You can also follow me on my social medias, such as Bluesky and Mastodon.